Have you ever been on a podcast and got nothing out of it? It's because there's some information that you don't know. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can get the most out of your time guesting on a podcast. That's because you're selfish, and I'm going to show you why, all right? So lock into the video. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So why did I call you selfish? It's because you think that the podcast is supposed to do all of the heavy lifting, and a podcast is a platform that's supposed to make you rich. And it actually does not work like that. Nothing works except the work, and you have to actually work it. So I'm going to be sharing some details with you in today's video on how you can, like I said before, get the most out of guesting on a podcast. All right. So let's just get down to it. So when you're on a podcast, you have to first understand what's the mission. Going on a podcast, just going on a podcast is a waste of your time. What's the mission? What's the strategy? What's your campaign? What's your message? These things are extremely important, even down to your persona. Are you going to be a hero or are you going to be a protagonist? Because nobody cares about Gerald from Seattle sharing his story about he did X, Y, and Z. They only care until they, one, believe that Gerald has something that's going to help them. So before you even go on a podcast, you have to understand, what is my campaign? So, Gerald, are you here to help them with X, Y, and Z? Are you here to save them for X, Y, and Z? Are you here to give them some game about X, Y, and Z? So once you understand that, what is the information that I'm sharing? How can it benefit the viewers best? Then you have to decide, am I going to be a hero and come save the industry from all the BS that they've been learning about and hearing about? Or if I'm going to be a protagonist and I'm going to stir the pot and let people know this person's wrong, this person's wrong, this person's an idiot, and I'm the one right now that's going to actually give you what's actually important so you can take your business or your brand or your service to the next level. So you have to lock in on that information first. What's my campaign? What's my persona? What's my value? After you give that, then they might care about who you are a little bit. But that's all you need, because now you're going on a podcast with the right things in mind. Now, how do we get the most out of it? That's when we bring in a call to action. If you don't have nowhere to send the people, why are you on a podcast? Instagram in it, TikTok in it, a website in it. You need to send them to a keyword domain or send them to a domain specifically for that funnel or that one thing that you want. You also want to make sure that keyword domain, you also want to make sure that keyword text or that domain gives them something for free, because you want to make sure that you turn as much of the viewers and the audience into data. You don't want to cause any resistance. So if it's low ticket and that's really something that you're championing right now, you can go with that. But if it's high ticket, or if you want to straight book a call, it has to be framed in some value. So I like to encourage my clients to give something away for free. That's the actual bonus to the information that they've been giving on the podcast. Now that removes any barriers as to why I might want to give you my name, number, and email, because I want to download that blueprint, that checklist, come to that training, take advantage of that free X, Y, and Z. Now you got me, right? You got my name, you got my information, right? You came in with a persona, you came in with some value. I'm locked in. I'm like, yo, Earl's that guy. What do we do next? Do we just wait for the podcast to post the clips? Do we just wait for the podcast to give us the files and then we post it? Do we just sit back and say, oh, I did this show, I'm done, go on to the next show? No, that's what losers do. And that's why I'm telling you, you're selfish if you're not working to work. What's the audacity that you have that this podcast is supposed to promote your business? No. You're supposed to leverage the platform so you can promote your business. So now we're going to be talking about what we do next. All right. Now, there's a couple of different ways that we could break this down. I'm going to save one way for another video, but I'm going to give you one way right now. All right. Matter of fact, if you made it this far, subscribe to the channel. We 100,000 subscribers. We got to level up, but we need your help. So if you got value so far, you know what to do. Support your boy. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Now, pay close attention. Podcast is over. How do we get the most out of it? So the first thing that you want to do is this. You want to make sure that you either get all of the files from the host, or if there's an option to pay for, the content folder, you get the files. That's the number one thing we want. We want control of the content. So you grab the content. Now that you have the content, if you have a YouTube channel, you should repost your episode on your channel. New thumbnail, right? Grab 1 or 2 video commercials, insert those in your episode. They calling, bro. They calling. So, like I said, you want to make sure you download your video. If you have a YouTube channel, we want to repackage the video. New thumbnail, 1 or 2 video commercials for your products and services, upload those into videos, and then upload that video inside of your YouTube channel. YouTube is the #2 search engine on the biggest platform, which is Alphabet. So they got Google #1 search engine. They got YouTube #2 search engine. So if you don't got a YouTube channel, you're an idiot. What are you doing? And it's free. Take advantage of it. Take all your podcasts, repurpose them on your channel. I need to go to Gerald's channel to get Gerald's information. Okay, now that we repurposed the video on YouTube, what else do? We want to break that down. We want to break it down. So most people are going to do this. Podcasts come out, they drop 3 clips, they collab, don't collab, it's over, they on to the next. We want you to work the work. So we want you to take the podcast video, we want you to chop that up into segments. A segment is a short form, long form video. So that's gonna be anywhere from, let's say, 7 to 15 minutes. So if you got a 60-minute podcast, you arguably have at least 4 segments. If you know that you went on a podcast and talked about 4 to 6 different topics, then you have 4 to 6 different segments. That's gonna give you another opportunity to post a commercial and give a call to action inside of the videos. So if you're following me, you have at least 5 or 7 long form videos on YouTube. They all have your commercials, they all have call to actions, and they also give you another opportunity to drive people to get your name, number, and email. So we got that cooking on YouTube. What do we do next? Well, why don't we go get these clips? Go get 10 to 20 clips from this long form podcast. Now you got 5 to 7 long forms and you got 10 to 20 clips. That's hella content. That's almost 30 pieces of content from one podcast. You want to take these vertical videos, these clips, these reels, these shorts, repurpose those on social media, but not just repurposing those. Make sure that you have call to actions at the end of them. Comment this word, give me this word, have your mini chat set up on the back end, and post every video with a purpose. Now we're maximizing each podcast. Each podcast gives us 30 plus opportunities to get name, number, and email, and then promote what we have going on. If you're not approaching podcasting with this on the back end, you have no strategy and you're wasting time. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if the podcast is a top podcast, and it doesn't matter if the podcast is just getting started. You have to have a strategy regardless. All right. So if you made it this far in this video and this information resonated with you, like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below, and let me know the next podcast that you're about to go on. All right. We'll see you in the next video.